Too bad I have this recyclable paper. There's only a garbage can though. Oh well.
We've all heard that recycling reduces waste, allows more depletable resources to be preserved, limits the size of landfills, and reduces the effects of pollution worldwide.
But how can these positive results be obtained if we do not actually recycle?
According to an NDSU newspaper, approximately 90% of the waste generated in the U.S. could be recycled, but Americans are recycling only about 30% of their trash.
Reasons for why people do not recycle as often as they could and should include limited options for where to recycle materials within their communities, as well as the lack of education associated with the negative effects of not recycling.
The absence of adequate recycling options is a worldwide issue, as well as a localized issue. North Dakota State University does not have many options for what students and faculty are able to recycle, and what limited options there are only exist in few areas around campus.
According to Dump and Run Incorporated, the average college student produces 640 pounds of solid waste each year. That is the waste of only one student.
At NDSU, there are approximately 15,000 students. If each student produces about 640 pounds of waste each year, the amount of waste created by the students on campus would be about 9,600,000 pounds of waste.
With a lack of ability to recycle on campus, most of the students' waste is going directly into landfills around the Fargo-Moorhead area.
This graph, published in the Spectrum, the NDSU student newsletter, shows the materials recycled on North Dakota State University campus in 2015.
This graph shows that the average amount of material recycled on campus each year is 236,916 pounds. This number could be more than tripled if more options for recycling existed on the NDSU campus.
On the campus of NDSU, not all of the materials that could be reused are being recycled. Cardboard and office pack are the two most common recycled materials, as well as a small percentage of newspaper, metal, and glass.
Additional materials that could be recycled on campus include glass, bottles, paper, cardboard, plastic, metal, and wood.
Because of the current situation on the NDSU campus, a solution is necessary in order to improve the amount of waste recycled by both students and teachers.
One way to have more materials recycled on campus includes adding more options of what people can recycle.
For example, instead of only having recycling bins where people may put their cardboard and paper, there should be areas where glass, plastic, metal, and many other types of material can be placed in order to be reused.
One area that is especially lacking in options to recycle items is the dorm buildings.
Students spend the majority of their time in their dorms, and if they are unable to recycle many items there, those items will not be recycled at all.
The second part of the solution to this problem includes educating the community on the topic of recycling. When people are more informed on this topic, they will be more likely to recycle.
In addition to increased education, a minimum of 2 recycling workshops will occur on campus each year, and students will be required to attend at least one of them.
These workshops will help to inform students of the problems involved with not recycling reusable items, as well as improve the conditions of available recycling bins across campus.
The last way in which recycling will be increased on campus of NDSU include creating a fine system for when people choose not to recycle something that is reusable.
The system will function as followed. Anybody who decides not to recycle items that should be recycled will be required to either pay a fine, dependent upon how much they did not recycle, or be required to do volunteer hours in order to help clean up the trash and recycling around campus.
The 3 aspects of this solution will all reduce the amount of waste created by both students and faculty on the NDSU campus.
The fate of future generations depends on the amount we recycle in our lives today. If we want the world to live longer, we need to take a stand on recycling.